This stylish mesh dress is trending everywhere with front and back drape, flare sleeve and turtleneck all in one dress. Come, let me show you how to make it from start to finish. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Jovike here, and in this tutorial video, I will show you how to achieve this perfect front and back drape, how to cut the turtleneck line, and how to sew these elegant flare sleeves. I will also show you a simple trick to make your ruching and turtleneck look clean and professional. Most designers don't reveal this part, so make sure you watch till the end. If you are interested, hit the subscribe button and let's get started. The measurements and materials you will need are right on your screen, guys. I will be using this 4 yards of mesh fabric and 1 yard of this crepe fabric for the inner. You need a very stretchy fabric like this mesh to achieve this design. We are going to use splash and spread method to achieve the draping. So get your basic skirt pattern and place on your table like this. We are starting with the front. This is a simple basic skirt pattern, and we do this every time on this channel. Up here is the waistline, and I have marked out the round waist measurement divided by 2. Then on the hip line, I have marked out the round hip measurement divided by 2, followed by the knee line where I have the round knee divided by 2, and then down here the hemline. I have a detailed tutorial video on how to draft a basic skirt pattern. Check out the video card that just appeared at the top right of your screen to watch it now, or later you check the description box for it. After that, locate the center and draw a straight line like this. Remember, this is a long gown, so to get the length of your skirt pattern, minus or subtract your half length from your full gown length. The full gown length I am working with is 60 inches, minus 17 is 43. I will add half inch for the waist region joining allowance and 4 to 5 inches for the hemming allowance and the material the drape will take up during the slash and spread draping. After draping, you will notice your gown will be kind of shorter, so add 4 or 5 inches. Even if it's much, you can trim it after everything. Remember, this fabric is very stretchy, so in total this basic skirt length is 46.5. For the front draping, the joining is not at the center, it's one-sided as you can see. At the left side, place your tape at the center and go in by 3 inches. From the 3 inches, come down by 7 inches and mark it out. Confirm that it's 3 inches down here, then draw a straight line on the marks. Next, for where you want the drape to stop, I want it 4 inches after the hip. Place your tape here on the hip line and come down by 4 inches. If you want yours to go down more, you can increase it. I will move over to the other side and mark out the 4 inches. Get my ruler, connect from the 4 inches to this 7 inches. Here also, connect it to the other 4 inches. Next is to divide it and mark out the lines to slash, but before that, let's mark out the back pattern. This is my back skirt pattern, and just like the front pattern, I've already marked out the waist measurement on the waistline, the hip measurement on the hip line, also marked out the knee line and hem line. Remember to check the description box if you are confused on how we drafted this skirt pattern. The only difference here is that the back pattern for this style and the front pattern is exactly the same thing. No zip allowance because there will be no zip. So on your back pattern, locate the midpoint like so and mark it out with your ruler. I used pencil, that's why the center line here is not clear. For the slash and spread, place your tape like this on the center back line and start marking out half inch till you get to the hip line. Note that you can decide to use 1 inch or 1.5 inch for your own. Me, I just want to use the half inch for mine. After marking it out, place your tape on the hip line and come down by 4 inches. Do the same to the other side and connect to the center hip line. Connect this other side as well. The hip line I am working with is 10 inches. The next thing I'm going to do is to divide this side seam line to be equal to the half inch we marked out at the center line. Like I said, this slash and spread, please do the one that works for you, either 1 or 1.5 or 2 inches. I'm saying this for those of you that will say that I am stressing myself. So for the side, after trying out between 0.75 and 1 inch, I decided to use both just so that it can match up with the 19 lines at the center. After marking out the 0.75 or 1 inch by the side, I will use my ruler to connect the half inch from the center to the 1 inch by the side. Just make sure the number of marks at the center is equal to the number of marks at the side. I am trying to make you guys understand this very well. After connecting the marks with a straight line, please repeat the same at this other side and connect the marks with a straight line to the center marks. After that, I will make the center line visible. Before I start slashing, this is the front pattern. I have also marked out the lines for slashing, just like the back pattern. I marked out half inch here and 1 inch by the side, making sure the marks here equals to the marks by the side. We are done drafting. Next is to slash. Starting with the back, I will cut through the center, then start slashing through the lines, one after the other. Please don't cut to the end though, like this side seam line. Leave like 1/4 or ½ inch. After slashing this side, cut through this side seam line. Repeat same to these other side lines and also cut through the side seam line. This is what it should look like after slashing. I will get the front pattern and slash through the lines too. Remember to do this carefully so you don't cut off everything. Cut through the side seam too. After that, the next thing I'm going to do is to get my mesh fabric and spread the slashed pattern on it. I tried doing that on the table, but it didn't work out, so I had to calm down. I spread the fabric right side facing up before placing the pattern paper. Please get your pin and pin down the paper on the fabric so it will relax and not disturb you. That's what you see me doing in the video. For the spreading, before you start, place your tape like this and mark out 1.5 or 2 inches. Again, it totally depends on you, how wide you want the spread. You can use 1 to 3 inches. After marking out 2 inches, I will place the first slashed paper from down here. If I place, I will pin it down. Then measure and mark out another 2 inches and place the next slashed paper and pin it down. Measure and mark out another 2 inches and pin the next paper. I will continue measuring and marking out the 2 inches and pinning down the slashed paper for all of them till I get to the last one at the top. Please play back the video if you are confused at any point. I am done pinning down this side. Please note that this particular video is not beginner friendly, so you don't get confused. If you are a beginner, you can check the video card that just appeared at the top right of your screen for a well-detailed tutorial guide on how to use the slash and spread method very well. You can check the description box later. I will link it there for you guys. So for this side, I will repeat the same thing. Place your tape here, measure and mark out 2 inches. Place the first slashed paper and pin it down. Arrange it carefully before pinning it down so you guys don't tear your paper. Measure and mark out another 2 inches and place the next slashed paper. Continue doing it for all the slashed papers till you get to the top. After that, I will place my tape here to mark out that 7 inches we cut through on the pattern paper. I hope you remember. Yes, mark it out and replace it on the fabric. But this time, I made it 10 inches, just in case, to avoid any shortage after marking it out. I will use my chalk to trace out the pattern on the fabric. I did not add side seam allowance at all because this is a very stretchy fabric. So use your chalk and mark it out all around just as you see me doing in the video. For this inseam, that's this inner part of the slash and spread, you can mark out 5 inches allowance and connect it to this 10 inches at the center. After that, I will go ahead and start cutting. Only the 2 sides, please. I will cut and stop here. The next thing I'm going to do is to start closing back what we just spread. So we take it back to the actual measurement. That's the draping part. Get your pin and watch closely. I will drag this a little to close up the first 2 inches space. If I close it up, I pin it down with my pin. I will drag the next one to meet up with the first slashed paper, which is also called pleating. As I pleat, I pin it down. I noticed the fabric wasn't moving well. So, remember the 10 inches we marked out with chalk. Use your scissors and cut little from here upwards to the 10 inches. After cutting it open, the fabric will now pleat comfortably for this other side. Pleat and cover the 2 inches by dragging the first slashed paper to meet closely with the pattern paper, just as you see me doing in the video. As you pleat, you pin it down. Continue pleating and pinning down till you cover all the slashed papers. Remember to arrange and pin it well as you pleat so that you don't alter the measurement. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. I will answer you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't and like this video. Thank you. I am done pleating and closing up the side. As you can see, the pattern is back to the original size. Remember this 10 inches opening. Leave ½ inch seam allowance as you cut for the joining. I will just go ahead and cut it open, then cut out the excesses up here at the waistline. This is the ½ inch seam allowance, don't forget. Next, I will repeat the same thing to this other side. Bring back the pattern to the normal size and trim off the excesses. This is what I have. We are still going to gather this inner part to make it shorter and give that basque waist effect, and that will be all for the front. I will get the remaining fabric, place the back pattern on it and pin it down. Place your tape at the center and go up by 10 inches. Mark it out just as we did for the front. I have also gone ahead to spread the slashed paper, leaving 2 inches space in between. I will trace out the back pattern with chalk and cut through the sides like this. With my pin, I will start pleating and pinning down just as we did for the front. After pleating this side, mark out half-inch seam allowance and cut it open from the center. Go ahead and repeat the same for this other side and trim off the excesses. We are still going to gather it to give the V effect design at the back. So this is a closer view of what we just did, the front part. We are going to gather this inner pleat and stitch down with the half-inch we added. Same with the back part. We are still going to gather this center pleat before joining with the half-inch seam allowance. After joining, place the front and the back and couple them. Here, I'm trying to cross-check the measurement just to be sure. This is the hip line, correct? The 7 inches we cut open, correct? Next is to shorten the pleat by 3 inches for the basque design. Take note, after taking out the paper, you gather this pleat again and make it shorter by 3 inches. I will go ahead and start removing the pin. After taking out the paper, this is what I have. Get the back pattern to cross-check the measurements. Everything is accurate. We are going to still gather the center pleat and make it 3 inches shorter. After taking out the back pattern paper, this is what I have. I will turn it like this and stitch through the half-inch seam allowance. I will also make it shorter by 3 inches. I am done sewing and this is it. See the center pleat, I gathered it more and it's shorter now. Instead of 10 inches, it's now 7 inches and the V effect is showing already. This is the front. I will join it like this, gather it and sew through the half-inch. Before we continue, let's quickly cut the upper part. This dress does not have zip and it's stretchy, so the front and back is almost the same. For the upper part, I folded the remaining fabric 2 times because I want to cut both front and back at the same time. After folding, up here is already serving as the shoulder line. I will place my tape on the shoulder line and mark out the armhole at 9 inches. The half length at 17 inches plus extra 3 inches for the basque waist design. It will replace the 2 inches we took out for the skirt pattern gathers. That's the V effect design. 17 plus 3 is 20 inches. I will mark out 20 inches plus half-inch joining or sewing allowance. Move to the side and mark it out again. If you notice, I left half-inch sewing allowance up that I will use and join at the shoulder area. After marking out, I will use my ruler and draw a straight line across the marks. If you are wondering how many inches I folded in for this upper part, use your round bust measurement divided by 4. Like I said earlier, this tutorial is not beginner friendly. This drafting I'm doing here is the normal basic bodice block pattern we do every time on this channel. If you are a beginner and don't know how to go about it, check the video card that just appeared at the top right of your screen to watch the well-detailed tutorial guide. Or later, you check the description box. I will link it there for you guys. After marking out the lines with ruler, sorry, the chalk is kind of faint. Just watch closely, you will understand. On the armhole line, I will mark out the bust measurement divided by 4. 38 divided by 4 is 9.5. After marking it out, on the waistline, I will mark out the waist measurement divided by 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. I will mark it out. For the hemline, I used 9 inches because we only need the center for the basque. After marking out the measurements, I will connect them with my curve ruler. On the shoulder line, I will mark out the shoulder divided by 2 at 7.5 inches. From there, I will come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I will mark out 3 inches for the wideness of the neck and 3.5 or 4 inches for the depth. Then curve the neckline with ruler. I will connect from the neckline to the 1 inch shoulder slope. Don't bother about the armhole, it will still fit because this is a stretchy fabric. For the back neckline, the wideness remains 3, but come down by 1 inch for the back neck depth. After that, I will curve the back neck and connect the armhole to the 1 inch shoulder slope. Remember to go in by ½ inch before curving out the armhole. I will first cut out the back neckline, cut the shoulder slope and others. If you are confused, please check the description box for the basic bodice block video so you understand better. I don't want this video to be too long. After cutting, remember the front neck depth is 3.5 inches. Mark it out well with your chalk. Separate them Cross-check the front neck and cut the 3 inches depth like so, then label it as front. For the 1 inch depth back neckline, I will place my tape on it and come down by 3.5 inches for the back opening. There is button at the back. After marking, go ahead and cut it open like this. Next, I will use bias to turn the back neck opening, just as you see me doing in the video. After turning it, you will place them together, right side facing each other, and couple the upper part of the dress. Next, I will fold the remaining fabric 2 times for the long sleeve. This is the first fold and this is the second fold. I will mark out the long sleeve length at 22 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance, that's 23 inches. I marked out the round sleeve at 7 inches without seam allowance because it's a stretchy fabric before cutting. If you're a beginner and don't know how to cut a basic sleeve, check the video card that just appeared, or later you check the description box. I will attach it there for you guys. I'm done cutting, and as you can see, it's 2. Next, for the flare sleeve at the wrist region, I will use the remaining fabric to cut it, but first, get or measure your round wrist measurement. The round wrist I am working with is 8 inches. To cut the flare, I am going to fold my fabric. Watch closely. This is the first fold already on the table. This is the second fold, and this is the third fold. In total, everything is 6. I will do my round wrist, which is 8 divided by 6. It will give 1.3 inches. With my tape, I will come up here and mark out 1.3 inches like this with my chalk. After that, I will mark out the length of the flare. Mine is 8 inches. In total, the full sleeve length is 30 inches. That's including the flare. I will place my tape like this and take out the 22 inches. Remember to add seam allowance. I am marking it at 31 inches. After that, I will cross-check to make sure the measurement is accurate. Then go ahead and cut it out. For another fabric, use this one to cut out the second flare. Now it's complete. We are going to attach it to the main sleeve. This is the upper part of the gown. I am done coupling. Next is to fix the sleeve. This is the sleeve. I am done joining the flare to the main sleeve. And this is what I have. Measure the armhole and make sure it's equal to the main dress armhole before sewing the sleeve to the dress proper. I am done fixing the 2 sleeves and our dress is almost ready. The next thing I'm going to do is to fix the turtleneck collar. Place your neckline like this. Place it in such a way that you can see half of the front neck and half of the back neck. We need half of the front neck measurement separate and half of the back neck measurement separate. From the center front neck to the shoulder joining, I got 4.5 inches, and from the shoulder joining to the center back neck, I got 3.5 inches. Write yours down so you don't forget. Next, get a small pattern paper and draw a straight horizontal line like this. Locate the midpoint of the line and mark it out. Get your half back neck measurement and mark it out. Mine is 3.5. I will mark it out on the left side, which will be the back side. Then come to the right side and mark out half of the front neckline, which is 4.5 inches. Label it as front and this side as back so you don't get confused. At the front part, come up by 1/2 inch and mark it out. For the back part, come up by 1/4 inch and mark it out. Next, I'll use my curve ruler to rule the line to meet with the mark at the midpoint. Also connect the front own to the midpoint. Next, mark out how long you want your collar to be. I will place my tape on the back 1/4 inch and go up by 1¼ inch. Come to the center and mark it out. Also mark it out at the front 1/2 inch. After marking it out with my ruler, I will roll this straight upwards for the back. For the front, I'll slant my ruler like this and mark it upwards as well. After that, I will connect the marks to meet each other like so. Label back and front inside like this, so you know the part that will be on fold and the part that will not be. Then go ahead and cut it out. You can decide to curve the back part a little if you want. I'm done cutting out the turtleneck collar pattern. Next, I will get my fabric and place it on fold. After the first fold, I will fold it again because I want to cut the main turtleneck piece and the lining piece. Next, I will place the pattern on the fabric, making sure that the front part is at the folded area where we have it on fold. Then the back part is on the opposite side. Get your pin and pin it down. Get your chalk and trace it out, leaving 1/2 inch seam allowance all round except at the front fold. After tracing, I'll cut through the lines like this. Take out the pattern paper and our turtleneck is ready. I will go ahead and turn the turtleneck with the lining and fix it to the neckline of our dress. I'm done attaching the turtleneck and this is what it looks like. This is the button. I will go ahead and tack it down. Please don't forget to attach the button loop. Next is to join the upper part of the dress to the down part to form the gown proper. Before that, we are going to trim off the excesses so as to form the V effect design. Place the upper part on your table and mark out the main half length plus half-inch seam allowance. I am marking mine at 17.5 inches. After marking it at the back, turn to the front and mark it out too, all round. Make sure it's very visible. After that, let's start with the front. First, place your tape on the mark and locate the center of the dress. After marking out the center, place your tape on the center and go out by 3 inches towards the left side. After that, I will connect from the side to the down part of the 3 inches like this. Then use my ruler and also connect to the other side, thereby forming the V effect design. After that, I will use my scissors and cut through the lines. Remember, this is only for the front part. After cutting, I will turn to the back part. Locate the center like this. Mark it out with my chalk all the way down. Place my ruler and connect it to the side. Please take in the front part while doing this so you don't mistakenly cut the front. After connecting the back side to the center, cut it out as well, and that will be all for the upper part. To join the down part, place it like this and loose the two sides a bit. To join the back, mark out the center with chalk. Get the skirt part and sew from their both center to the side. This is what you should have after joining. The V effect design is showing already. Repeat the same for the front. Place it like this and join. After joining the waist, this is what I have. Next, sew the two sides and hem the down part and your dress is good to go. Please give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. Subscribe here and share this video. Drop your questions in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.